This Baseplan Presents video features how to make your delivery and pickup process paperless, focusing on the following areas: allocating a driver to a delivery or pickup, viewing upcoming delivery details on a mobile device, selecting the items and quantities to be delivered, recording notes and photos against the delivery, taking an electronic signature from a customer.
Okay, so I'm currently logged into Baseplan Enterprise. So during this session, we're going to be talking about how we can actually eliminate paper from the delivery and pickup process in relation to our equipment rental. So I've got an example down here of a current rental contract that we've got set up, and it's currently in the status of delivery. So we've got all the details already filled out, it's got a delivery status, and it's just pending the delivery, so down the very bottom here. So what we want to do is we want to create a delivery ticket so that we can actually allocate that out and not use paper and actually get someone to complete it on a mobile device. So how we're going to do that is we're going to go up to Actions. I'm going to go New Delivery Ticket. This is going to allow me to then automatically generate the required delivery ticket for the rental contract, confirm what items are going to be actually delivered as part of this process and the quantity that we need to deliver, and we can choose our driver. So I can say M. Simonson, so I'm doing it myself. And you can see over here, we have the print delivery ticket. We don't want that ticked because we want to eliminate paper from this process. We want the whole thing to be done on a mobile device. So I hit OK. It lets me know it's been successfully created. And we can see down here that it's given us our fee for the delivery automatically for $100. And it's got the status as delivery required. So it's waiting for someone to actually action this delivery on a mobile device, which will then update the status automatically back in Baseplan. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over and have a look at our mobile device now. So we can see here, I've just got my team viewer open so I can share my device. This is I'm logged in currently into the Baseplan mobility application, and this is showing me as a user what rights I have. So I can be a driver, I can be a technician, I can be a rental controller. The area that we're going to be looking at today is this delivery tickets. So we just created a contract, we just had an existing contract and we created a delivery ticket and we allocated it out to Mark Simonson. So if we go back into this home screen, we can see my list. So what I need to be working on. So there's that delivery that I just did. I can also see my overdue items. So maybe there's an overdue pickup or there's an inspection that needs to be done. And I can also see my unallocated, which relates more to rental items like returns and fulfillments. So we're going to be looking at my list in this particular video, and you can also see I can filter on the particular branch and the type of information I want to see here. Do I want to see tickets, returns, fulfillments, inspections? Now, the way that we process this to eliminate paper is that every time you're allocating a delivery ticket to somebody, it's appearing on their list of things that they need to be completing. So I can click on this drop down, and it's going to give the person the information they need about where they're picking the equipment up from and where they're delivering it to. So we can also update the status for the drivers to say what stage of the delivery are they at. So in this instance, they're already out on the road and they're coming back to pick up the equipment from the branch to deliver it out to the customer. So I can update my status here to say I'm in transit. That will update in Baseplan. I can say I've just arrived at the branch and I'm now loading the equipment onto the truck. I can then see the basic information about the rental contract number, the ETA, the delivery, and I can also click on the drop down here and see the Thomas Aldridge is our contact with the phone number and also the delivery address. If I wanted to, I can actually click on that address and it'll actually open up the routing in Google Maps and show me the best way to actually get to the customer as well. So let's not get there now. Let's close this off. So once that's done, I can actually hover down here and choose the items that we're delivering. And if I have the rights, I can actually update the quantity that we're delivering as well. At the same token, I can also scan, as you can see on the bottom here, if there is a barcode or a QR code on the equipment and update the equipment that we're actually fulfilling on this rental delivery ticket. Now, what we can do is we can actually attach photos and notes that relate back to this information and update other important information about the rental process as well. So over here on the right, I can actually click on this arrow and it's going to show me the information about the equipment. It's going to show me the meter reading that we might want to update as part of the delivery process. We can see the outstanding items, so if there's any repairs that need to be done that have been listed as not critical but might be need to be fixed before the delivery. And I can also attach some notes here, and I can also take some photos as well. So I can take a photo here, for instance. Let's do a little bit of inception. So that's going to attach that photo to that particular delivery ticket, which will be assigned back to that rental contract. I can continue to go through and add more photos here, and it will keep adding them along. Same with my notes. Now, if we just go back one screen, I can confirm that all this information has been completed. So I can hit confirm. And then you can see here, it ticks the items. So I'll go through this list of all the things that I need to tick off and update the quantities. And you can see there's a little attachment symbol here. I can confirm that. And I can now see that it has been loaded onto my truck, and I am now in transit to the customer, and I am now at the customer's site. And I click on that, it now asks me to unload the equipment. So I'm unloading the equipment, and I go through the same process. So I can drop this down, and I might want to call Thomas because I can't find him, or I might need to double check the delivery address. Then I can go through the same process and attach more photos and notes if required. But I can select this particular line, and we can upload our T's and C's that are required as part of this delivery as well. And then I can get a signature from the customer that's going to attach back to that process. And if we want to, we can pre-fill the person's email address and send them a copy of the signed delivery ticket as part of that process. All I do then is hit confirm, and that flags it as completed. And then there'll be a sync, and it'll just be refreshing. So the person will then work on to the next delivery or pickup that they need to work on. Now, if we jump back into Baseplan now, let's drag this across. We can see here that that was the delivery that we're just working on. It's still in delivery. If I was to hit refresh now, you can see here it's changed to current, and the status of the delivery has now been updated as delivered. If I was to double click on this line down here, we can also see that there's an attachment here. If I click on that, it'll actually give me the attachment that was associated with that particular delivery. So we're really trying to eliminate all those manual touch points along the way in terms of our deliveries and pickups, and putting it all on a mobile device, so it's a lot easier for the guys to go through their normal day-to-day processing. Well, that just about wraps up today's session. If you do have any ideas on future topics or have any general feedback or questions, please leave a comment in the section below, and I hope to see everyone in next week's Baseplan Presents session.